You wake up one morning, sunlight breaking through the blinds, and for a brief moment, everything feels quiet. No noise from the world, no rush from the mind. But then, it begins again. That restless whisper, that urge to check, to scroll, to reach, to chase something, anything that promises a little excitement. You can't quite name it, but you feel it every day. A craving, not just for food or comfort or attention, but for stimulation, for that feeling of being alive. Yet here's the strange part. The more you chase that feeling, the more it disappears. You get a momentary thrill, a quick rush, and then emptiness returns. You start wondering, why am I never truly satisfied? You have things people dream of, yet peace still feels like a distant land. This, my friend, is the trap that holds millions of souls hostage, the cycle of craving, the endless chase that never ends. But here's the truth, no one told you growing up. Craving is not life, it's the thief of life. The day you stop craving is the day you finally begin to live. That's a bold statement, isn't it? You might be thinking, but without desire, how can we live? That's a fair question. Desire gives direction, but craving steals control. One pushes you forward, the other pulls you apart. And every man, at some point in his life, must face this battle, the inner war between wanting and needing. So today, let's go deep. Let's uncover what happens when craving quietly rules your life, why it breeds anxiety, emptiness, and exhaustion, and how breaking free from it returns your strength, your focus, and your calm. Because once you master your craving, you master your life. And yes, your power, your purpose, your inner peace come roaring back. Now stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the day you stop craving truly is the day you start living. Imagine your life as a house. Every craving, every little urge you chase is like leaving the door wide open. Energy leaks out through those open doors. You think you're enjoying the breeze, but you're actually losing warmth. You spend your days patching leaks, trying to feel whole, yet wondering why peace never stays. The reason is simple. Craving keeps your soul busy, but never fulfilled. You crave entertainment, you get noise. You crave pleasure, you get exhaustion. You crave approval, you get fear of judgment. And at the end of all this chasing, you're tired, not just physically, but spiritually. That fatigue you feel, the quiet kind, the one sleep doesn't fix, that's the cost of craving. But don't worry, this isn't about shame or guilt, it's about awareness. Because awareness is the key that opens every locked door in your life. Now let's pause and reset. Tell me, have you ever opened the fridge even when you weren't hungry? Or checked your phone seconds after putting it down? You laugh because we all do it. But that's how craving hides. It disguises itself as habit. It turns small comforts into lifelong cages. And here's the cliffhanger. If craving can control what you eat, what you watch, and what you think, then what else might it be quietly controlling? Your focus, your relationships, your very sense of purpose. When craving takes command, life becomes reaction instead of creation. You stop choosing. You start following impulses one after another, hoping one of them leads to peace. But peace never comes that way, because peace is not found in stimulation. It's found in stillness. Let's go back in time for a moment. Remember when you were a child, there was no craving for more. You could play with a stick and a rock and feel alive. You were curious, not restless. Joy didn't depend on consumption, it came from creation. But as we grow older, society whispers in our ear, "You're missing out. You need more. You're not enough until you have it." And so begins the chase. The chase for recognition, the chase for validation, the chase for comfort. And each chase takes us further from the calm we're actually seeking. Ironically, the world tells us craving makes us modern, but in truth, it makes us slaves. Because what is freedom if your mind isn't yours? What is success if your peace disappears the moment you stop achieving? Let's get honest here. Craving isn't just about addiction to things. It is about the illusion that something out there will finally complete you. And that illusion keeps your spirit hungry forever. You keep reaching, but the finish line moves every time. The great irony of life is this: the moment you stop craving what you don't have, you start seeing what you already do. And that simple shift from wanting to witnessing is what spiritual freedom really means. Let's use a simple metaphor. Imagine standing in a storm with an umbrella full of holes. You can't stay dry no matter how you adjust it. So you keep buying new umbrellas, new pleasures, new distractions, hoping one will finally protect you. But the storm is inside you. And the moment you stop running, the clouds begin to part. That's when real life begins. Not a life of chasing, but a life of choosing. Here's a humorous truth. We live in a time where we can order food, entertainment, and even validation with a tap of a finger. Yet we've never been more restless. People can scroll for hours but can't sit alone for 5 minutes without feeling anxious. It's not because they're weak, it's because craving has become the new oxygen, but it's toxic oxygen. Every craving drains attention, and attention is your most valuable life force. Where attention goes, energy flows. So if attention keeps jumping from one craving to the next, your energy never roots itself. You stay busy, but go nowhere. That's why some people spend decades doing everything right, yet still feel empty. They've mastered the world outside, but not the world within. So how do you stop craving? How do you walk away from a lifetime of chasing and finally start living? It starts with understanding one powerful truth. Craving isn't about what you want, it's about what you've forgotten. You crave excitement because you've forgotten peace. You crave attention because you've forgotten your worth. You crave comfort because you've forgotten your strength. The cure is not more pleasure, it's remembering who you are without it. When you begin to see craving as a teacher rather than an enemy, everything changes. You realize that each craving reveals what part of you feels empty. And once you face that emptiness with courage instead of escape, it begins to heal. Here's a question that might shake you a little. When was the last time you did absolutely nothing and felt at peace doing it? No phone, no noise, no distractions, just silence. If that sounds impossible, that's exactly where your freedom lies. Silence feels uncomfortable only until your spirit remembers its home. When you stop craving constant motion, you rediscover the strength that comes from stillness. Because stillness isn't weakness, it's power resting quietly. Here's the irony. Most people think the opposite of craving is boredom. But it's not. The opposite of craving is presence. It's being so aware, so grounded in the moment, that you no longer need the next thing to feel alive. This is what the ancient teachers called contentment. And contentment isn't dull. It's deeply alive. It's energy without restlessness, joy without reason, peace without condition. Imagine waking up and feeling satisfied before anything happens. No need for stimulation to start your day. Just calm readiness. That's what happens when craving ends. Let's lighten up again for a second. Have you noticed how craving always promises you'll feel better after you give in? But the after never lasts. It's like watching commercials that say, buy this and you'll be happy. You buy it, and happiness expires faster than the receipt ink. We laugh, but it's true. The only lasting satisfaction is the one that doesn't depend on satisfaction itself. And that begins inside. Let's take a short pause to breathe. Inhale slowly, exhale gently. That moment right there, the calm between breaths, is the space craving can't enter. That's life itself, and it's been waiting for you under all that noise. When you live without craving, you don't lose pleasure. You reclaim choice. You enjoy, but you don't depend. You act, but you don't react. You rest, but you don't escape. And that is true strength. Now let's talk about energy. Every craving you surrender to drains a little bit of your power. It may not show immediately, but over months and years, it steals your vitality, your confidence, and even your spiritual sharpness. When you save your energy, when you practice discipline and self-control, you begin to feel something incredible. Calm power. You walk differently. You speak differently. You radiate presence instead of restlessness. This is what people mean when they say a person has inner strength. It's not magic, it's mastery. And mastery begins the day you stop being ruled by craving. Now, some people fear that without craving, life will lose its excitement. But that's another illusion. When you stop craving, life doesn't become dull. It becomes clear. Colors look richer. Sounds feel deeper. Moments become fuller because your attention returns home. Your senses awaken because they're no longer numbed by constant desire. Think of it like cleaning a fogged window. The world didn't get brighter, you did. The day you stop craving is not the day life ends. It was the day you finally meet it, without filters, without chasing, without pretending. Just you, awake, alive, enough. You start noticing small miracles again, the taste of water, the sound of wind, the softness of silence. Things craving made invisible become sacred again. This is living, not escaping, not chasing, but simply being here fully. And here's the final cliffhanger. What happens when you live this way long enough? When you save your energy, master your attention, and no longer depend on constant pleasure? Something remarkable happens. Your anxiety fades, your confidence returns, your body feels lighter, your mind feels steady, and your spirit begins to shine again. You begin to feel whole, not because you filled the void, but because you discovered it was never empty to begin with. That's the secret of life most people never reach. And now, let's close with this truth. You are not meant to live chasing the next thing. You are meant to live choosing the next moment. Every time you say no to craving, you say yes to peace. Every time you stop running, life catches up and embraces you. So, my friend, take this as your quiet turning point. The day you stop craving is not just another day. It's your rebirth. It's the day you finally start living with clarity, power, and peace. Now that you understand the real freedom that begins when craving ends, it's time to take your journey deeper. Watch my next video, How Retention Restores Your Strength and Spirit. In that one, we'll explore how saving your vital energy not only sharpens your mind, but also heals your spirit from years of exhaustion. You've come this far because something inside you is ready for more. More peace, more presence, more power. So click on the next video. Your journey toward full strength begins there. And remember, peace doesn't come from craving more. It comes from needing less.